Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense heads onto the field for the first possession of this game. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Sweet cut there. Got the first down and more. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
And that's why this offense is hard to stop, man. They have that option to pitch it. So as a defense, like, I got to get the quarterback, and then I got to get the pitch man, and they lost the pitch man, and you could tell he made them pay with a big gain down the field.
They're going to ride this running back. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Hauls it in. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
He wants it all. Makes the catch. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Irish!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the NC State Wolfpack comes out, and they'll have the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like, you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Back to pass, it's Bailey. Makes the grab. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, better look out. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Bringing the heat. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. He'll pull it on the read. picks up the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. Quarterback on the keeper. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Grimes. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. 1st down, operating in the red zone and doing it in a den of noise. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dances away. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Lost one deep down the right side. And he's got it inside the 10. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to throw, it's Carr. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Nice play there. And I know when you think Notre Dame football, you're thinking about running the football and all those NFL offensive linemen they have, but when you've got playmakers like him on the perimeter, you've got to be able to take advantage of him. This guy has the chance to play on Sundays. He's too good. If you've got a window to throw and that guy's out running a route, give him an opportunity.
Picked off to stop the threat. Trying to take it back.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Heaves it on the run. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Offense on the move. Hey, big play there. Gets it to the 30. It's a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Rodgers. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Finds his man. It's Smothers. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. First snap in the red zone on this drive. To the ground. He's got it again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to throw. It's Bailey. Snags it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
And that hurts missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And playing the option man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Now on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to run it. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. Hit as he throws. Quickly complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They'll go back to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Carr. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Caught in the backfield. It's Smothers. Finds a crease at the 20. He'll step out of bounds just short of the 25-yard line, and this offense has an explosive play early in the drive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to go up top on first down. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. Nestles it in at the 35. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Caught in the backfield, it's Pauly. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in South Bend. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas there in the shadows of Touchdown Jesus.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to pass. It's Bailey. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Got his man quickly. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Caught in the backfield, it's Washington. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking deep. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Colorado is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things at Folsom Field. Trust me when I tell you that. Guess what I'm saying is a comeback could be in the cards. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Iowa State.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake.
We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking for a man, it's Bailey. They go to the wide receiver screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Looking left. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. On the run, it's Love. Past the sticks, and he may get more. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. They'll ride the hot hand. He's up to 90 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Makes the grab. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Bailey. They're working that left side. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. The play action fake. Shoots it to the left. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Gets it out quickly.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Trying to set up the screen. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, NC State! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You could see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Lining up for the PAT. Oh, they blocked the extra point. He picks it up. Remember, he can take it back. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Young. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
To throw, it's Bailey. Fires to the right. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50+, and he did it with ease.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside give. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the tight end. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. On the option, Bill tossing. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Carr. Tight end finds a soft spot. There he goes. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. They'll run it from the gun. Got the first down and more. He's up to 113 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
He'll pitch it. He breaks a tackle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. He's got it on the move. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. It's incomplete, almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 3rd down.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over. NC State backed up in its own territory, just looking for some room on first down. From his end zone, looking to throw, got to take care of the ball. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. Rumbles across the 10, down at the 12-yard line after a pickup of 6. The Wolfpack line up, trying to forge ahead for a few inches. Surging forward on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully. Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Quickly complete. He gets up to the 15-yard line as they're working their way away from their own end zone. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here come the Irish back on offense. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David, looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Carr. Here comes the heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? 2nd down, he'll throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Smothers. How about that nifty footwork as he gives him a little breathing room out to the 12. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. It's caught. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go faster.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. NC State quick to the line.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go.
Tons of room in the middle. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Quick strike complete. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. NC State has to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, you know, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run it.
Lofts one high and deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time...
And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive. This offense has it with really good field position. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drop.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Once he got some room, it was over.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Getting set for the point after. Splits those uprights right in half. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Under fire. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Pauling. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.